Now, the little door opens up. When that little door opens up, a guy steps out with, I don't know, an M16, I don't know, some gun that could probably shoot multiple rounds. I'll try to tell this story without implicating myself and or other people involved. And I once attended an international horse function in a South American country, and I choose to just let that country remain nameless for the fact that I could be whacked. So we go to this event, and we land in this little airport, and it's not really a third world country, I don't believe, but we land, we go through customs, and when we get picked up, we get into the back seat of this car. Somebody was coming to pick us up. They had sent their driver. Now, when you look out the window of this said car, the window's about yay thick. So, that'll just give you an idea of where we're headed with this story. We get to the venue where we're going, we show, everything's really cool. The best hospitality in the world, I mean the best group of people. It's just being a naive white boy, gringo, however you want to phrase it, in a foreign land that does not speak the native tongue. So I'm already a couple rungs down on this ladder. So we finish up showing, everything's cool. Every evening we would go to a tour of somebody's farm. So we came and we showed up to mostly dressage people, English type people, and we were the two cowboys, my friend and myself, and had the jeans on and the spurs, and they liked to parade us around because we were the novelty, right? And I mean, if you've ever hung out with me, I mean, you realize that I'm a lot of fun to hang around with, just short of a whole barrel of monkeys, but it's a lot of fun. And we go, they said, okay, we're gonna take you to this ranch and we're gonna show you, you know, what this guy has to offer and all of his horses and all these things. So I'm like, that's cool. And they're like, it's just a little drive outside the city and everything will be good. So I'm not paying any attention. So my friend ends up in a separate car from me. Now mind you, he's fluent in Spanish and a couple other languages, and I, at best, can get my way through English. And we're in two separate vehicles with thick glass. Now, we pull out of the resort, we go through town, and then we go to another part of town which is a little shady. And then we go to another part of town which has some shacks. And then we go through another part of town that they have no shacks. And then we go to the part of town where there are no shacks and they're just sleeping on the dirt with a cardboard box, mind you, right? So it's a whole nother level of poverty. So we keep traveling, and now we're probably a half hour, 40 minutes into it. I'm riding with 3 other people that I have no idea. They don't speak English, I don't speak the language. So we keep driving. Now, what used to be a lot of lights in the city have now become a lot less lights. We are leaving town, let's say. I'm probably, oh man, I don't even, at this point, I'm pretty concerned for my safety anyway, right? Because now we see nothing. I mean, we are in the country, and it used to be the random house light or things like this that you would see. We passed that a long time ago. There's no moon out on this particular night, and now we start to come past a lot of sugarcane fields, and we get off of the pavement, and now we're on a 2-lane road that is kind of like the roads in downtown Bowie at best. You know what I mean? You got to avoid the potholes and how to make, you know, just so you can not tear up your vehicle. So now we turn from the little paved road onto a gravel road, which is about 1 lane. we're on this gravel road for quite a while. Now mind you, there's no lights, nobody in this car's talking. I have no idea what's going on. I'm separated from my friend who speaks the native language. Now, at this point, my concern is still ratcheting up just a little bit. Well, we turn off of the gravel road onto what could best be described as a goat trail, okay? And this four-wheel drive is rocking and rolling, and in my mind, I picture what you've seen in every one of these movies in a South American country where they tell the white guy, this is where you get out. So I'm really puckered up and concerned at this point because, again, I don't have any idea where we're at. And I'm trying to think about all these things like, okay, what if I just open the door and jump out and then I just take off running? Which is not smart because, one, I don't know where I'm at, and I'm pretty sure that whatever wild animals they have in this country would probably grab me by the neck and hang me in a tree. So I think I'll just stay put. We finish our way up to this goat path. We get to the top. Mind you, there's probably 15, 20 foot high, solid fence, razor wire across the top, big door, right? And inside the big door, you know what there is? A little door, right? Just like you see in the movies. So now I'm thinking this really cannot be real because maybe I'm going to be a sex slave because I'm pretty like that. Maybe I'm going to have to be chopping sugar cane. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure at this point my family's not going to see me anymore. We're sitting at the big door with the little door and the razor wire, right? And then the driver of the car with the thick glass beeps the horn. Beep beep, or beep beep, whatever it is. I don't remember what kind of vehicle we're in. But anyway, now the little door opens up. When that little door opens up, a guy steps out with, I don't know, an M16, I don't know, some gun that could probably shoot multiple rounds. A couple little guns that could probably shoot multiple rounds with a machete, okay? So now I figured that today's the day I meet my maker, right? So they beep the horn, the guy says, okay, slides the door open, we go through the gate. When we go through the gate closes behind us, and we drive into the prettiest tropical paradise you have ever seen in your life. In absolutely the middle of nowhere. I mean, man-made creek or river, I mean, fancy barn, super nice horses, all the stuff. And if you have ever been to said country, they like to drink a lot. So at this point, my friend is still not around, and we're like a half hour in. And believe you me, I don't necessarily like to get drunk, but I figured it would help ease the pain of what was fixing to go down. But all in all, a half hour later, my friend shows up, everybody has fun, and it made for a really good story because it's exactly what you would see in some of these movies, like Locked Up Abroad or something like that, right? I mean, because you could never imagine how much fear hits the middle of your soul when the guy blows the horn and the little door opens. So if you're ever in that position, I promise you, you will be puckered up. Hope you enjoyed today's episode of Horse Stories on Global Horse Network. We'd like to thank this month's sponsor, Snafflebit Clothing Company, for all your horse and apparel needs. Visit them on the web at snafflebitclothingcompany.com. If you like what we're doing or you don't, make sure that you put it in the comments below, because there's nothing I like better than to aggravate somebody like a sandburr under your saddle pad. Be sure to share our stuff on all the social media platforms, because that's what all the cool kids are doing. Be sure to subscribe if you like what we're doing. If you want to be notified whenever we're posting new content and some kick-ass stuff, click on the notification bell. If you like what we're doing, click the like button. If you hate what we're doing, click that bad boy twice, because there's nothing that I enjoy more than a good hater. And as always, ride hard, be safe, and have fun.